in to a much deeper wooded area. Tree looks like it got struck by lightning. Well, it'll be interesting what all we can find down in here. I was gonna do a demonstration video on how dried pinyon breaks in segments, and I will. That way you can tell the difference between cut. Cut and, man, look how thick. It looks placed. Some water down there. Huge game trail. Sometimes these rocks and stuff, make you think that there might be something like an old homestead dugout, or maybe something different. What's that? All right. I don't want to go where I have to climb too many hills, because man. The other thing is the sun. The only time I can get out is about this time, and with the shadows falling the way they do and it getting dark at 5:30, 6, it's hard to make the film look decent without sun glare. Anyway, it's a pretty cool area though, all in all. Do that. Okay, see this stick? I just dropped it, and you see that segment? You see how that thing's in segments? That's how they break. And a lot of times they look just exactly like a cut piece of wood straight across. That one not so much, but most of them do. See? That looks exactly like it's been sawed off. And that's what those were. And there's a lot of that old pinyon. That kind of looks like an older lean right there. Huh. Now where I'm at, I'm in a completely different area. Well, not completely different, I'm just further. I'd say 4 miles, no, 2.5 miles from where all the structures are. Here's something. Anyway, I mean, there's just, these areas are so thick. Even going through here on horseback, you'd be ripped off the saddle. You can barely walk through it. All right. There's another lean right there. I mean, that looks a little bit older for sure, but they're both going in the same direction. And I haven't figured out what exactly that means, but at some point hopefully we do find out. There's something. Look at that. Holy hell. I haven't seen one like that before. Look how they're in. What the heck? That almost looks like a tennis racket. And see, this is a different kind of wood than this tree here. And those are pinyon, and that's a juniper. That is crazy. That's pretty dang cool, is what that is. I've never seen one like that. It's not anywhere near ornate, but it looks really cool. Wow. I've been walking through here for 2 hours. I haven't came across anything. And then all of a sudden this pops up. And it doesn't look like it's that old. That looks fairly fresh. But again, if you look at this, anytime a log or any of these old logs, when they get cracked open, they look brand like it was fresh. So I don't know how fresh. I know those leans over there are old. But anyway, this is a cool area. It's kind of creepy because it's, you know, it's up in the, what's that? Okay, what the hell is that? I'm not 25 yards from that last one. Now this has got to mean something here. This has got to mean something. That's obsidian, and that's quartz, and it's cool quartz. And then there's a stick, and that stick, which basically to me shows a direction. Those leans are going this way, and this is going that way. This other structure over here, I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of them mean. It's just weird. That I can assume is a marker. That's cool. All right. Okay. Let's keep on. I mean, this is all new, so we run into one, I'm gonna have to outrun you. Anyway, this is really cool up in here. I mean, there's just a lot of, it's so damn quiet though. Listen. Well, you can hear one bird, but before it was super quiet. Trying not to be too loud, but at the same time I don't want to surprise them. See, that's weird. 3 separate types of wood, and then that marking over there, if that's what it is, I just don't know. I mean, I just don't know. You know, and I think some people just like the good spots of the the exciting parts of the hike, and I understand that. But I enjoy just finding new things and finding new trails and looking what's over the next rise, seeing if you can find the mother lode. You know, like an actual huge built, you know, big, huge structure that keep, you know, like something that they can house in during the winter, which in all honesty I doubt I'll find. The reason I say that is I know dang well they're in the caves and the mines. And I'm gonna do mines. That's my goal. I'm gonna GPS them, I'm gonna walk through them all, and I'm gonna find what's living in them, what's living by them, and anything else we can come up with. Something's breaking branches. Not running. Just breaking them. Huh. I don't know. I'll keep it on here for a little while. We never know what it'll be. This area to me, it's a little bit more remote, a little bit spooky, because I don't know this area very well. Supposed to be a mine in here somewhere at the lower elevation, which is basically where we're at. I mean, this still sits at 7,000 feet, 7,500 feet, but the top is 9. But the elk and the deer, everything's dropped down to about 7. There's a lean, look how fresh that is. Ooh, that gives me the shivers. Man, I don't. All right. I mean, I guess if we want to video one, it's a numbers game. It's just a numbers game. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. If you go enough, odds are you might get a chance. If you're going in different areas all the time, that's why I stay to the same mountain range, because you're starting over if you go somewhere else. See, I can tell from those structures though that these are still the same group in here. I don't think it's a separate group. I almost would rather them be trailing me. At least I can know where they were. At least I'd know they were over my right or left shoulder. Look at that big old piece of, wow, that's a cool. Look at that piece of quartz. That is really cool. Okay. I know I need to go back. I need to go back and go into the construction site area and redo it and change the batteries to the trail cam and put another one in there. Still haven't found the old one. I doubt I will. And if I do, I'm sure it's not going to work. Man. Anyway, about Sasquatch. What is their mating ritual, or is it seasoned like animals, where in the spring or in the fall, most of it's in the fall, the woman goes into estrus or whatever it is, and the pheromones pump out and the men come running. I don't know. If they're like us, it may just be whenever. But I don't know. I tried to look that up and figure it out, but I don't know if it's a question that can be answered right now. I don't know. You guys know, you can tell me. That's just been on my mind for a while, because that's one question I have no clue about. I know elk, deer. I know pretty much everything about them, but I'm in a whole different league with this big guy. To me too. I know that stinking sun. Look how those are all just lined up all the way back up there. That's really strange. Really strange. I do know there's a lot of quartz in here. A lot. Maybe I'll find a nugget of gold. Nah, it won't happen. I've been hiking for a while and I came up here and look at that. I don't know if it means anything. There's a big cross, and then there's these little sticks, and then look, there's a piece of quartz tucked up under there. Now that may have got there via a flood or something, but I doubt it. I doubt it. That's some kind of symbol for something, maybe to go that way. I don't know. Maybe they're luring me into their ooh. You hear that? Shit. Listen. Something's breaking off sticks. It's not running, it's coming forward. Oh, this is a new area, so this gives me the creeps. See, to me, that looks like something blocks that area for whatever reason. Maybe to herd the deer or elk in a certain direction. I don't know. You know, and a lot of you had different views on the grave or the mound. I honestly don't know what it is, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. There's no digging marks anywhere. There hasn't been any people in there. It's just really weird to me. Like upside down trees, you know, that kind of thing, and different types of trees laying underneath. I mean, there's a lot of activity in here. I'm thinking, wow. Maybe we'll see one. Listen. That almost sounded like two rocks clacking together. Huh. I keep hearing things. I've been hiking for a long time. Haven't really found anything, but it's still a cool area. Whatever's out there's leery. It's not following me like the other place. At least I could hear them. Here I can't hear them. That rock kind of looks out of place. Yeah, that wasn't there from the beginning. Look at that. Now some of these could be, you know, natural or whatever. But the way they do it, you can just tell. There's a stick right there as well. I mean, look, these are different kinds of wood. Okay? That's different. Well, and then there's a rock. I don't know what that blue rock is. If anybody can figure out what kind of rock that is, let me know. And really, if you were just out here, that's cool though, hiking along, and you walk past that, you would know, or you wouldn't pay attention to it. First of all, you wouldn't see the rock. And second of all, your eye's not looking for that kind of a structure or that kind of a change. That tree upside down. I mean, that's really crazy. Just upside down. And two, a different kind of a log in that tree. That's just really weird. Alright, there's some kind of a rock formation. I don't think it's very big, but I don't know what's in it, or if there's any kind of a cave. That it goes all the way along here too. Man, this area really has me jittery. I mean, I don't hear all the stuff that I heard in the last place, but in some ways that was reaffirming. They were distant. Man. That'd be crazy if I came around and one popped out. You just see me drop dead. Sheer heart attack, stroke, whatever. Let's go over here. There's more right here. I don't know if there's anything in it, or if it even has. No, that's not a real big outcropping. Huh. Well, we'll continue on. Okay, so it's supposed to be 17 freaking degrees up here tonight. Now it doesn't look cold because there's not any snow on the ground, but I'm telling you, when that sun drops down, those temperatures plummet. And when they plummet down like that, I mean, you just get lethargic. Ooh. This is kind of creepy. There's another outcropping. One of these is going to be a big old cave. Mark my words. I just have a feeling. Maybe it's not that one. There's some here. I need to stay along this ridge line. This is a completely different ridge line than what I was on in the last video. Man, I keep hearing. Blue jay scared me to death. Ooh. Look at that big outcropping over there. I've got to get back out of here before it gets dark. I don't know if that's going to even happen. But let's look at this one and just see. I don't know which way to go around it. But oh hell. Look at all that. There's another one of those blue looking rocks. Look at that overhang. And that log was magically dragged up there. Wow. This is really cool. I'm just telling you. I wonder if there's any petroglyphs or anything in here. I don't see any. There's so many rocks. I'm trying not to swing the camera too fast because I know it screws up the film. But man, it's getting cold. There's more over there. Okay, I don't see any caves that way. So I'm going to go up this way. All right, this is looking out at night. You know the bad thing about this whole problem, or the whole area that I went and was filming today? My stupid camera went dead, so I've got to go back up in there. I didn't look at anything. I just basically tucked my head and went so that I could go back up and you guys could see what I see. Anyway, I'll be going back up soon. Okay, this has been glued, epoxied, so it looks really good. Now I just have to put some putty on it, and then I've got to fix that one right there. And then this rack, can't even tell, step by step. Alright, doors, trim, all the trim. All that trim. All the trim. All the way up there. All that's done. Even down over there. Those big windows, which were a pain in the ass. and there's strips down here so you can't see underneath.